And to some degree, I feel like it's the blind leading the blind. Hey y'all, what is up? It is Marissa Nicole and welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited about today's video because I know that at least on my Instagram, if you're not following me there, you should. You guys have been loving the fact that like every morning I check in with you guys and just show that I'm working out, trying to motivate you guys to like stay on that grind, because if you didn't know, I am on a new health fitness inside out kind of journey. In January, I completed the 28-day 2021 flat stomach challenge from Chloe Ting. I did post my results from that video on my channel, I think a week ago at this point now, which you guys can check out if you want to. I'll link it down below. And in the month of February, I'm trying essentially like a new challenge, and I've decided that every month this year, and hopefully for the rest of my life or whatever, I just want to try new challenges, try new things, because I am very new in this health and fitness world that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing half the time. And I know that trying different things is the only way that I'll know if I like certain kinds of workouts. So I've officially started week 2 of like my February challenge that I'll be doing. There will be a whole video on that one, of course, as well at the end of the month. So if you're not subscribed, you definitely should down below so you don't miss that video. But I have gotten some requests from some of you guys either in the comments or my Instagram DMs and stuff to kind of like share what I'm doing, because a lot of you guys are also very fresh and new into this just as much as I am. And to some degree, I feel like it's the blind leading the blind, but any kind of information that I can give you guys to help, I want to do. And just little things that I've been trying to do or do that I think are helping me or just make me feel better about my fitness journey as I'm starting this out and being very fresh and new into all of this. And so these things that I'm about to say, of course, are from like my experience, things that I feel like are working for me or things that I have liked doing within these past month and a half or so. And of course, by me saying that I am very new to this, you should already know that I am not a fitness guru. I'm not like a health YouTuber kind of girl. And hopefully either one of these tips resonates with you or just helps you, or also just puts it into a perspective that like we all have to start somewhere, you know what I mean? And a lot of the times for me, starting something is obviously the hardest part, because you can make all the excuses in the world as to like why you shouldn't start something. And a lot of the times it's like, well, I don't know how to do this. And that's kind of been my mindset of like, you should start eating healthy. And I'm like, well, I just don't know how. Okay, well, I could start learning, but I don't do that. I just keep giving that excuse to myself. So, but maybe putting this into perspective that like we all start at ground zero. I'm at ground zero right here with you guys. And these are just like tips and advice from not a fitness YouTuber guru, of just like as a normal person, what I'm doing to start this health and fitness journey. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. I do have just like a list on my phone of like small things that I've been doing or just things that I wanted to mention. These are in no particular order at all. Like none is like of higher importance than the other. It's just things that I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about. One thing that I noticed very early on in the Chloe Ting challenge was that I am not in the same shape as I was in high school, like duh. But a lot of the moves like I've done before, I just couldn't do them anymore, and especially for the amount of time that she wanted us to do them. And so that was kind of discouraging, of course. Not gonna lie, while doing it though, because I could barely do any of these for the full amount, feeling quite discouraged. But I know that the more that I do this, it'll get easier and I'll be able to do it. But that was hard. But what I found myself to do, or what I tried to get myself to do to make that a little bit easier, or to just to really challenge and push myself in these workouts, was of course take breaks. Like you need to take breaks. If you can't finish a set, you can't finish a set. And there was plenty of times that I did not or could not finish a set or even the workout for 30 seconds. However, one thing that I started to do that I think helped me was, in my mind, I told myself that like, yes, Marissa, you can take a break in this 35-second plank hold. However, you can only take one break in this 30-second plank hold. And so that was kind of strategic for me. Like I want to use that wisely, because I don't want to just do 1, 2, 3, like, and obviously again, we're all starting somewhere. So if you have to, please take as many breaks as you want. Again, for me, I knew that I could do it if I just pushed myself, and sometimes I ended up having to take more breaks. I would try to get in the mindset of only taking one break during a specific move, so that way I tried to do the move for as long as I could. And it would also help me try to do it strategically. Like I'd have to hold it for quite some time, because if I only hold it for 3 seconds and then take my break, that means I still have to hold it for another 27 seconds. And so if I was gonna take a break, I tried to time it like in the middle, so that way I would have to hold it for 15. I could take a small break and then hold it for 15. That might be too much, but that was something that helped me. I've talked about this one specifically before, so this isn't new to you guys if you've been on my channel, but one thing that I started doing when I started doing my workouts and everything was making smoothies, okay? And I personally love them. I love smoothies. I love trying the new smoothies and trying different recipes. However, because I just don't know as much, again, I don't really know exactly how healthy this specific smoothie that I'm drinking is for me, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how to count my calories, to be honest. Like some of my smoothies might not be the healthiest, but it is little things like that that starts to change my mindset or just makes me feel good. Like I don't know, I just always felt like a badass bitch after I completed a workout and then I made a pink smoothie and I'm just jamming out in the kitchen because I'm like, yes, I did my workout, I'm drinking a nice little smoothie, and it just made me feel good. It's like a little step, like a normal step from a normal person to start trying to eat something healthy. This next one is still in progress, so I mean, like, all of these are in progress, but I'm still not eating healthy by any means. But my thought process going into this is after a little bit, I started to tell myself like, hey, let me try to do a healthy breakfast recipe. And so in the beginning, my mindset was just changing one meal a week to something healthy. And then I tried to do it for like 2 days a week or 3 days, whatever. And then I'm like slowly building that up, and I'm still not to a full week of even just one meal. You're not gonna see these changes overnight, and it's really hard to do all of these changes at once. At least for me, like I couldn't start working out, drinking smoothies, eating every healthy meal, drinking a gallon of water a day. Like I can't do all the healthy things at once. Like that's so overwhelming, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I just wanted to start small, and I started with working out, and then I started drinking smoothies, and now I'm starting to eat maybe a healthy breakfast a couple days a week, and eventually I will move into more healthy meals more frequently. Again, as a normal person, this next one was important for me, okay? Which is reward yourself. Like be proud of the accomplishments that you're getting, even if they're small. Like I decided to celebrate making it 2 weeks into the challenge by just wearing a cute workout set that I already have and like taking pictures in it and posting it on Instagram and being like, I made it 2 weeks. And that was important for me because I've never made it 2 weeks into it before. And so that was an accomplishment that I wanted to reward myself. And then after I finished the entire 28-day session, I actually ordered myself 3 new workout sets from Fabletics to reward myself. That may have been a splurge, but like, again, I just wanted to reward myself. Like this is an accomplishment. I'm proud as fuck of myself for doing this, and it helps you to keep going. Physical rewards can be like, you know, you see changes in your body, which also can motivate you, which is motivating to me, but honestly, like if I know I'm working towards something, that helps me. So I kind of told myself halfway through, I'm like, ooh, if I finish, I will let myself buy myself new workout clothes because they're expensive. And so I had to finish to get that. And even now I'm kind of thinking that like maybe after I finish another month, I'll be able to get myself a new set or get myself something. Whatever is like a motivator for you, just like have little mini goals or things that you can actually strive towards other than just like your physical, like I want to lose 5 pounds. It's just if I finish this 30-day thing, I will reward myself with blank. And that helped me. Another thing that I learned real quickly of Chloe Ting specifically is do not be afraid of low impact exercises. But to change kind of my mindset with it, or to always like challenge myself, like I wasn't afraid of doing a low impact. However, I always challenged myself to try the original one first every time. Even though every time I knew I was like, I can't do this one. I still can't do this one. I'm gonna try it because maybe one day I will be able to because I gained enough muscle or whatever, because there were some at the end that I was like, oh, I can do this. Like I wasn't able to do this before. And that was like also really inspiring and motivating because I'm like, dang, I am getting stronger. So always try them. As a normal person, I don't know how effective this is or if this is, I don't know, essentially good to do. But for me, while I was doing those workouts, a lot of the times, like if, for example, if it was mountain climbers, I would just go ham. Like I'm like, ooh, let's do these. And then I'd only last like 5 seconds because I'd tire myself out and I'd have to take so many breaks and I couldn't finish the whole like 30 or 35 seconds. So I started to like switch my mindset where I'm like, Marissa, like, yes, you want to like go as hard as you can, but you also want to be able to finish the time. And so I would try to like meet myself in the middle where I want to go slow enough that I can finish the timeline without taking a break. Like that was also my goal. Like if I needed breaks, that's fine. But if I needed to do mountain climbers somewhat of a weird speed so that way I could do it for the full 30 seconds, to me, that was an accomplishment. But that is just me. Again, I don't really know. That's not like backed by anything. I just felt better when I went slow enough that I could finish the time. And then eventually that time, or like me doing it, got faster because I was working up that strength to get faster and faster. And I didn't tire myself out too soon to where I couldn't do any of the other workouts. This next one has to do with accountability, which is really, really important. So whether or not you're having like a workout friend or a workout buddy, they help you stay accountable because you can help them and they can help you, I think is so important. I did this all by myself. However, I kind of had you guys to keep me accountable, which kind of goes along with it. Like if you don't have a workout buddy, what would help me was that I was like recording my workouts. So I was like, girl, you can't just slack off because this is on video. Like this is gonna go into a video and everybody will see you just laying on the floor on your phone, not doing the workout. Like you have to do it. Or just set up your phone and time lapse yourself doing it. Because again, at the end, you can watch that and see how much time like you spent doing nothing. If you're very, very new into this fitness world like I am, the best thing that I found that allowed me to not feel so shitty about myself that I didn't even want to start was to start with body weight exercises like Chloe Ting's workouts. Like some of them she has, of course, you can use weights or like booty bands and stuff. I don't have any of that. And so it wasn't intimidating going into her challenges because they were just free like body weight kinds of exercises, which I have a body, so I can do those exercises. And even with like going to the gym, I felt much more comfortable starting this journey in my living room where I can look as disgusting as I wanted to, where I could again take as long as I needed to do it. I was in the comfort of my own home. I could wear my pajamas, which is what I did to work out in. And that's also because I don't know how to use machines. Going to the gym is very intimidating for me, which makes me not want to go, which makes me not want to work out. So I tried to meet myself where I am and start where I could, which is just body weight exercises in my living room. And I felt much more comfortable doing that. The last thing that I did to like start this off in like a very easy way was to make myself work out first thing in the morning. One, because I am naturally a morning person. I prefer to wake up early than to like stay up late. So that's one side of it. But also it was really important for me to work out first thing in the morning because it was something that, especially in the beginning, I didn't want to do. But I knew that if I told myself I had to do that before I could do anything else, like I'd have to just get that done. Because of course I knew that if I had already showered, I'm not going to work out. So I had to work out before I showered, and I don't start my day until after I shower, and then I start working, blah, blah, blah. So it just was the perfect time for me to do it then because there was fun things that I wanted to do or work that I wanted to get done, but I couldn't do that until I worked out. And I like forced myself into that mindset, and I forced myself to get up and do that every morning. But I hope some of these tips were helpful for you, or at least just gives you a look into like how I'm starting this journey as a newbie, like as a beginner, not knowing anything about this world. These are just the small things that I'm, you know, incorporating into my life to try to live a happier, healthier life in this health and fitness journey. If you have any small tips for me or for each other, like please leave those down in the comments. Like I want to hear them. I know a lot of you have been saying to like put spinach in my smoothies and stuff, which I did get spinach. I haven't tried it yet. Again, all this stuff is just knowledge that I don't know. So if you have knowledge, share it with me. But also if you're in the same boat as me, that's cool too. Slide in my DMs. We can motivate each other. We can get stuff done. I'm going to end today's video on this notable quotable, which reads, "You may not be there yet, but you're closer than you were yesterday." And that's really important because your main goal should always be to just be better than you were yesterday. You're always in competition with yourself, with no one else. You shouldn't be comparing yourself to anyone else. This is your journey. This is just between you and you being better every day. And I'm happy if at least every day, yeah, I'm better than I was yesterday. I got up and I'm still going, and every little day there will be small changes. But if you want to stick around for my fitness journey and you want to kind of join in this with me, don't forget to subscribe down below and turn on your post notifications. That way you don't miss any videos from me. And also don't forget to follow me over on Instagram because I definitely post a lot about working out or just like my updates with you guys on like a daily basis other than these, you know, weekly vlog kind of things over there. But I love you guys so much, more than you'll ever know, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!